Hey everybody, it's Mitch, and welcome to my next video. Today we have got another Naruto character review, and today we are going to be talking about Zabuza Momochi, the demon of the mist. Now, as always, spoiler alert. There's going to be a few less for this one because he is a fairly early character, but yeah, make sure you watch Naruto and maybe some Shippuden before watching this, because yeah. There are going to be some spoilers, just letting you know. So let's get started. So Zabuza. Well, he's an interesting character. We first meet him, and really only meet him, when we're seeing the Bridge Builder arc. He is, at the time, an assassin for the thug Gato, who is trying to stop the bridge from being built. He's, of course, at least was a Jonin from the village hidden in the mist. Or the Mist Village, or as it was referred to at the time, the Blood Mist Village. However, he is a rogue ninja and has been for quite some time. He's a former member of the Seven Swordsmen of the Mist. The Seven Ninja Swordsmen. He is a member of them, with his blade, the Executioner's Blade. Which has an interesting property to it, which you don't see initially. Basically, if it gets damaged or chipped, anytime anytime he kills somebody with it, it will soak up their blood and use that in order to repair itself. So, kind of a cool property of the sword. Not something you see until Shippuden, but it doesn't really come up in the original show. Anyways, yes, Zabuza. You learn his backstory a little. So apparently, as a kid, he was a ninja in the Mist Village, and he had to do the graduation exam, which at the time was very similar to that of the Foundation, where they had to fight against another one of their peers, and whoever survived graduated. That was the graduation exam, and Zabuza took that to a whole new level. In fact, they actually changed the graduation exam the year after, because Zabuza didn't just kill one peer. No, he killed them all. He was the only one who graduated that year, because he just slaughtered all of his fellow students. And when that was mentioned, he seemed to enjoy that fact. He seemed to have really enjoyed killing them all. Because, yeah, kind of a dark dude. After his time in the Ninja Swordsman, he had some issues with the Mizukage, and he actually attempted to assassinate the Mizukage. That ended up failing, and he decided to leave. Well, he didn't decide. He was kind of forced to leave. And as he ran into a young boy who was, an urchin on the street, just this young street urchin who he recognized potential in, and decided to take this kid on as an apprentice, teach him how to be a ninja. And turns out this kid had had a Kekkei Genkai, which proved incredibly valuable. Plus, this kid's just general attitude of not caring about his life or anyone else's, made him quite a deadly weapon. And the fact that he was perfectly okay with being used as a weapon, Zabuza really appreciated that. This kid, of course, was Haku. He ended up training Haku, and Haku eventually learned. He eventually acquired a Tracker Ninja mask somehow, probably killing a Tracker Ninja to get it. And then he just pretended to be one, use it to fool people. You see Zabuza attack Naruto, Kakashi, and Sasuke and Sakura on their first real mission to guard Tazuna. And you see just how tough Zabuza is. Like, the guy is no joke. He is a master of the silent kill. You see that he's, you know, he's able to take down Kakashi, get him into, able to trap him. Um, However, he underestimated Naruto and Sasuke a little bit too much and allowed Naruto to, get the better of him. Now, he kicked the crap out of them with his clone, just sort of toying with them because, Zabuza, as much as he likes his stealth kills, he likes to toy with his food a little. He's a bit like a cat like that. And because of that, Naruto was able to get the drop on him and force him to release, Kakashi. At which point, he fell into Kakashi's trap and was taken down by the Sharingan. However, he was saved by Haku, paralyzing him. He didn't much appreciate that method, but that did save his life, and he did recover much quicker than he should have. Should have been out for a full week. He was only out for like a few days. But yeah, he's a tough cookie, all right. Really big guy. The Executioner's Blade is just this massive giant sword. But yeah, he is very big on stealth assassinations, as you see in his second fight against Kakashi. He uses the hidden mist jutsu, where he creates a very thick fog that makes zero visibility, so it's impossible to see. So he fights, Kakashi, and as well as Sakura a little bit in that, although Sakura's just guarding the bridge builder. Yeah, you see him fight. However, and he is able to somewhat neutralize the Sharingan. However, the fight's kind of just being dragged on for a little while. Eventually, he's taken down by some ninja hounds, because Kakashi's able to trick him into attacking him and getting his blood on his weapons, getting Kakashi's blood on Zabuza's weapons, so that his hounds can track Zabuza by the scent of his blood on the weapons, and then take him down. And at that point, Zabuza was about to be finished by Kakashi again when Haku sacrificed himself, and Zabuza didn't hesitate to try and cut through Haku in order to take down Kakashi, which Haku very much signed up for that. Like, he straight up put himself in the position for Zabuza to do that. Like, he literally not only sacrificed himself, but left his body there for that exact reason, so that Zabuza could hack through them both. Yeah, and he was willing to, but Kakashi managed to escape. However, shortly after that, Kakashi managed to take him down because Zabuza is a very big guy, big muscles, wielding this big giant sword. Yeah, he's really good at stealth and stuff, but he didn't have the stamina to maintain things, so he was slowing down, and Kakashi capitalized on that and took him down. At which point Gato showed up and was like, "You're too expensive, you're fired, and we're going to take it," and had his thugs take him down. At which point he teamed up with Zabuza teamed up with Kakashi, and because they didn't really have any quarrel anymore, the real enemy was Gato, so made sense to team up at that point. They did. Naruto was not having any of that after the way he treated Haku. And he had some really strong words for Zabuza. Kakashi tried to tell him not to, but Naruto insisted, and Zabuza couldn't take it. Zabuza was a trained killer, an emotionless assassin, one who had forced his emotions deep down, as part of the way he embraced his shinobi way. And Naruto forced his emotions out of him because those two had been together for years, and the way Haku revered Zabuza was something that would touch most people. So when Naruto really brought that to the surface and like really insulted Zabuza for how terrible he was being and the way he was mistreating Haku and how Haku really looked up to him and lived for him. It actually brought Zabuza to tears. Like, Zabuza was not a good person. He was a terrible human being. And he didn't even consider himself a human being. But those words of Naruto, they moved him. And he died human because of that. He fought as a beast to take down Gato, to avenge Haku, and with no arms, because his arms had been rendered useless thanks to Kakashi. And he ended up dying to the thugs. At which point, he took down a few of them, and then they were just too scared. And after the thugs had been dealt with, Kakashi actually ended up carrying him to Haku's side, and because he wanted to look upon Haku's body as he died, because he really admired the kid for what he did, and yeah, it was really touching. Now later you see that he did end up getting revived. And when he did, Kakashi was telling this story to Haku, and Zabuza was not happy about that. He was like, "Shut up," because he didn't want Haku to know how he truly felt. Like, he wanted to keep that to himself. And but Haku was really touched when he found out how Zabuza truly felt, and he was eventually ended up being taken down again by Kakashi. But yeah, that whole arc was a little weird. But it kind of diminished the story that was told originally in a somewhat significant way. They changed a lot of the key aspects of it, which was rather unfortunate. But anyways, that's Zabuza. There's not a whole lot to say really beyond what I've already said. Now he did impact Naruto in a big way. The whole thing with Zabuza and Haku, especially Haku, really impacted the way Naruto developed as a character and as a person. Like, they really affected him. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about Zabuza Momochi down in the comments below. If you enjoyed the video, consider giving it a like. Maybe subscribe to the channel, because I do a number of these Naruto character reviews. I mostly do Dungeons & Dragons 3.5 stuff, but if you like that, definitely check it out. Maybe ring that notification bell for more videos so you never miss out. And anyways, as always, I'm Mitch. I'll be seeing you.